Hello, children! Last week we learned about the phases of the moon. To expand a little further, in the first section of this week's lesson, we will learn something about mission to the moon. In the second part, we will read a story, and last, we will make a rocket. It's going to be fun. I can't wait. Let's get started. Let's go to the moon. 小朋友们，大家好。上星期我们学了月亮的变化，从上周的课程延伸，这星期的课第一部分我们来学学月球任务。介绍完月球任务之后，第二个部分我们会念一个故事，最后我们一起来做火箭。那我们开始吧。Mission to the moon. Do you know when was the first time humans set foot on the moon? 你知道人类第一次登陆月球是什么时候吗？ Who is the first person to set foot on the moon? 那谁又是第一个登上月球的人类呢？ The first aircraft to reach lunar surface was called Luna 2. It performed the first hard moon landing, which means the spacecraft intentionally crashed into the moon in 1959. The aircraft was built by the Soviet Union. 第一个成功跟月球有接触的太空船叫做月亮2号，它是在1959年的时候碰撞到月球表面。那这个太空船是由苏联制造的。First moon landing. In 1969, Apollo 11 successfully sent humans to the moon. It is an American aircraft. The first person to set foot on the moon is an American astronaut called Neil Armstrong. It's Neil Armstrong, and he says a famous sentence. That's one small step for man, one giant leap for mankind. 1969年的时候，美国太空船阿波罗11号成功的把3个太空人送上月球。那第一个登上月球表面的人类是 Neil Armstrong。他讲过一句很有名的话，他说：“我的一小步是人类的一大步。” The United States is still the only country that sends humans to the moon. However, Russia, Japan, China, and the European Space Agency, Israel, and India have launched probes to land it on the lunar surface. 美国到目前为止呢，还是唯一将人类送上月球的国家。不过，俄罗斯、日本、中国和欧洲的航天局、以色列和印度已经向月球发射了探测器，或是他们也在月球表面着陆了。The latest news, as a matter of fact, China successfully brought back the sample from the moon to analyze. 那最新的消息就是去年的年底，中国有一个嫦娥5号呢，它成功的把月球的样品带回中国国内分析。Okay, now it's the story time. Today's story is called Rolling Rockets. Before we listen to the story, let's learn some vocabulary about the rocket bits. Gravity boots. Gravity boots. Gravity boots keep us on the ground, but there is not a lot on the moon, so boots are worn that grip the ground and stop you floating off. Gravity boots 就是重力靴。地心引力让我们能够站在地球上，那月球上几乎没有地心引力，所以太空人必须要透过重力靴的帮助，然后站在月球上面不会飘走。Lunar lander. Lunar lander. Lunar lander takes astronauts down from the rocket to land on the moon. 月球登陆器月球登陆器它是把太空人从太空船载到月球上的一个装置。Oxygen helmet. Oxygen helmet. We need to breathe oxygen, but there is none in space, so astronauts carry their own supply, which flows into their helmets. 氧气头盔。人类需要呼吸氧气，但外太空没有氧气，所以太空人他要自己携带氧气，那透过头盔来呼吸氧气。 rocket 啊，火箭有两个部分哦。First, the fuel tanks, 燃油箱。These hold the fuel which makes the rocket go. 那燃油箱就是它里面有装那个燃油，让火箭可以驱动的能量哦。再来是 common module. This is the part of the rocket in which astronauts travel on their way to the moon. 那指挥舱就是太空人会在这边，然后会坐在这边的地方。OK， 那我们来听听故事吧。Rolling Rockets, written by Tony Mitton and Ant Parker. Wow, rockets have power. They rise and they roar. This rocket's waiting, ready to soar. Rockets carry astronauts with cool white suits, oxygen helmets, and gravity boots. The countdown is finishing. 3, 2, 1, action! Blast off! The journey's begun. Rockets have fuel in great big tanks. When they are empty, they drop away. Thanks. Up in the space, you are really light, so astronauts strap themselves in tight. Rockets explode. Through space, they zoom, reaching as far as the big round moon. Out comes the lander with legs out ready, and fiery boosters to hold it steady. Rockets take astronauts out to a space that's strange and wonderful. Silent space. Moon mission over, the landers left outside. We are back in the rocket for the long return ride. Rockets re-enter in fiery flash to land at sea with a sizzling splash. The helicopter carries the brave crew away. Let's give them a cheer, hip hip hooray! Okay, finish. That's the end of the story. 那这个故事就跟我们讲太空船从发射到回到地球的时候中间的过程哦。那再来呢，我们要进行一个 review， 来确定一下你们从刚刚一开始到现在有没有吸收到。Okay, now the first question. There are 4 questions in review. The first question is, who is the first astronaut that set his foot on the moon? 第一个问题是谁是第一个踏上月球的太空人？答案是 Neil Armstrong. Very good. Number 2, what did China bring back to Earth? 中国呢，从月球带了什么回来呢？ They bring the moon rocks. 他们把月球表面的岩石带回来分析了。Number 3, what are gravity boots? 什么是 gravity boots? 想一下，答案是重力靴。Number 4, what does lunar lander do? 那月球登陆器会做什么事情呢？ Lunar lander takes astronauts from the rocket to the moon. 它会把太空人呢从那个火箭带到月球上。Hooray! Alright, now let's make a rocket. 那我们现在开始做火箭咯。做火箭需要什么材料呢？ We will need origami paper, a bubble tea straw, a pencil, a regular straw, a paper tape, and glue and scissors. 那第一步骤要做什么呢？ First, fold the origami paper into half. 那我们看一下第一个部分呢，先拿一张你喜欢的颜色的色纸，把它对折。那对折的时候呢，开口打开的地方在右边，那合起来的地方在左边哦。Draw an outline of the rocket. 那在你折好的纸上呢，就像 B 的图这样子，画一个像 一半的子弹这样 ，and cut it down， 然后变成 C， 把它剪下来。再来 fold another origami paper into half and cut down 2 triangles。那你再选一个你喜欢的颜色，把那张色纸折起来，然后再沿着它的那个角剪一个三角形。那因为你把纸对折起来了嘛，所以剪一次三角形，它会有2个三角形跑出来咯。And then glue the triangles to the rocket。再来把这2个三角形粘在火箭上面，当成它的翅膀。Decorate the rocket。那你可以帮你的火箭画上一些装饰，让它更漂亮。那第5个步骤 ，take the big straw and tape at the end of the straw。拿那个珍珠奶茶吸管大只的那个，在它的顶部呢，用胶带把它粘起来。再来 tape the big straw at the back of the rocket。那请你把火箭翻过来，把刚刚那个珍奶的吸管放在上面，然后用胶带把它贴起来。Cut the straw shorter if it is too long。然后如果你的火箭比较短的话，请你让吸管跟火箭的大小是差不多的，所以把吸管剪短一点。Number 8, insert the small straw。那再来，请你把那个小的那个一般的吸管放进去。好，那就准备可以开始发射火箭咯。Now let's launch the rocket.
Oh, that is amazing!
Oh wow, it's indeed amazing. If you have siblings, you can have a competition with them and see who can shoot the rocket the furthest. 哇，看起来是不是很好玩呢？如果你家里面有兄弟姐妹的话，你们就可以一起比赛，看看谁可以把火箭射得最远。Okay, that's it for today's lesson. This week is the last week of this semester. I hope you enjoy our class in the past year and learn a lot from our lessons. 那今天是我们这个学期最后一次上课。那希望你们这1个学年以来在双语课学到的很多知识。And I hope you have a happy summer holiday and I will see you back in school in September. Take care!